Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 10th of December, 2024. Now, today was not a weird day, but a day that was shifted multiple times over the course of the week and ended up not being exactly as I had expected it to be or planned it to be. So listen up if you want to know what exactly happened today, because it was not the previously guaranteed gameplay. Wow, look at that. Huh. So here's what happened today. On the Level 1 podcast, I showed off my new lighting, which you can now see behind me. As you can see, I now have RGB controlled lighting rather than it just being the regular lights that I program in through an app. This is actually now synced with all the RGB programs on my PC. And we went through and did a whole bunch of different settings. We've changed, all the, here's some ice and snow, here's some water, here's explosions, here's lighting, here's lava, here's fire, here's, this is supposed to be, I don't even know, like galactic ripples or something it looks like, right? It looks pretty crazy. So I showed this off, and by the way, it took a lot of work to get this to work, like over 2+ hours of messing with programs and stuff, but I'm happy I did eventually get it to work. It looks great. I also announced that I had a new wireless router coming today because my existing wireless router was having issues with the 2.4 gigahertz signal. It was just having tons of issues where it was dropping constantly, and it was making things like my lights and stuff desync. So I needed to get a new router because my router was over 10 years old and was having issues with the 2.4 gigahertz signal. So anyway, we did that. We talked about a whole bunch of game news today too. There's a few different news stories and stuff like that. It was a pretty good podcast. And then we jumped into, I almost said it again, Path of Exile 2. I literally almost said again, Pillars of Eternity 2. I don't know why I can't get it out of my head that it's not Pillars of Eternity 2. I almost call it that every single time that we talk about it. I don't know. Anyway, so Path of Exile 2. This was a game that wasn't on my radar. I didn't even know existed. And then when it came out in early access on Friday, you guys were asking me, why am I not playing the hot game that's going to be game of the year and stuff like that? So I said, hey guys, listen, I'll play it. If you really want me to, I'll play it, right? And so, by the way, I'm supposed to have this on because I'm live streaming, so I'm supposed to have this on, and people are going to be angry if I don't. Yeah, I played it today, and to be honest, it basically is Diablo. Like, it is. It's Diablo, okay? It plays more like classic Diablo than modern Diablo. And I think that's a good thing. That's its strength, is that it plays and looks and feels like classic Diablo. It's got that more addictive way that when you're playing, you're looking for those rare drops and things like that. So for me, it felt good. It was a good game. But it basically, what happened was exactly as I had expected from my previous runs in Diablo as a content creator on YouTube. Okay, when I played Diablo 1 and 2, I was just a young guy playing it, having fun, playing it for myself. It was what I played to unwind when I got home from school or work or stuff like that, right? But then when I played Diablo 3 and 4, people were like, it's just not very engaging. It's repetitive. It's very grindy. Okay, the first time you see a new enemy, great. But then you kill it 50,000 times, it's boring. The first time you unlock a new ability, great. But when you have to spam it 40,000 times, it's boring. So that's exactly how I felt today went. We started off with people who were interested at the very beginning. And then all of a sudden, people got bored, right? And, it is what it is. I knew that was going to happen. People were disengaged. We're not talking in chat about the game at all. It was really hard to keep anyone excited or have attention. It's like, if people had come to talk and hang out and treat it like that kind of a stream, like a chill hangout session, I think it would have done better. But instead, people were coming into it expecting big hype from this game, which I knew it was Diablo. I knew it wasn't going to get big hype. You know what I mean? So it was all right. I played it for about a little over 2 hours, a little over around 3 hours, and fought multiple bosses, went to multiple dungeons and areas and instances, and I thought it was quite good. But at the end of the stream, everyone was kind of disengaged and bored, and we had only raised $70 of support, if that. So I said to the audience, pretty obvious, you guys were kind of way over exaggerating how much people were going to like this game, which I can't help. I didn't create the game. I knew it was Diablo. I can't make people like that Diablo formula. And then all of a sudden, a few people did last minute big contributions, and we hit the goal. So we did get to goals hit 5 today. Okay? Now, as for the fate of Path of Exile 2, I don't know even if we should play it again, to be quite frank. It's exactly as I thought it was. It performed exactly as I had expected. And the only reason that we hit a goal was because someone did a contribution at the end of the stream that had nothing to do with the game. I want to be playing games that are going to bring people to the streams who are going to engage and support. I don't want to be playing a game that everyone's disengaged and then at the last minute someone wants to support me in general and just contribute. I want people to do it for the game too. So we're already juggling so many games. You know, I think we're playing like 7 games. Seriously, something kind of has to give. So honestly, I mean, I'm going to take feedback on this over the week, but I really feel like Path of Exile 2 is kind of a bust, and it really sucks that I went and bought the game because I wasn't planning on even playing it. I spent $30-some on it, and it looks like it's dead. It looks like no one really cared because it's just Diablo, right? We'll see what happens. And by the way, to add insult to injury, not only did the playthrough not do so well today on stream, the videos on YouTube have not processed properly. Only the podcast has, but the other 2 videos say video processing is taking longer than expected. Please, and then it cuts off. I don't even know what it says. Please, what? I can't even tell. So YouTube is having issues processing videos today. So no one can even watch the Path of Exile videos higher than like 420p or something like that. Let me check. I'm almost certain that they're really low quality, so no one's going to watch them. Of course, now it has to play a stupid ad. Dumb fucking thing. It's an ad for Arcade 1-Up, that insanely bad arcade games. That's great. Yeah. The videos will only play at 360p, and they won't process, so they won't go HD. I don't know what's going on. I can't make them process and run better, so I guess YouTube is just screwed up. I'll leave them overnight. If they go HD, great. If not, I could just try to re-upload them, but I don't know what happened to make them go wrong. This is the same exact settings and everything that I've been doing all week long with my new PC, so it makes no sense that it did this. It might just be that YouTube was having issues, okay? I don't know. All right, so then my new wireless router arrived. I installed it. It installed without a hitch, but all of my devices up here, including my lighting, my RGB, my excuse me, the Divoom screen, all these things have to go back and reattach wirelessly to this thing, reconnect to it, this new router. And as I'm doing it, I'm having all these issues. I can't get this light to connect to it at all, and I'm having all these problems trying to figure out how to do it. I get that connected, then I go to connect the Divoom. It deletes everything. It deletes all of my scenes. So what you're seeing here, I actually put together quickly right before the late stream. But because of that, I ended up being late to the late stream again. Like, I really haven't been on time for a stream in a week. Ever since I got this new setup, I haven't been on time for a stream in a whole week because every day there's something going on that's driving me nuts that makes everything go late. So, really frustrating. But I got it working. So now it seems like everything's fine with the wireless. I'll check with my wife because she's been using it all night. But then we played Bloodborne tonight. Why? Because honestly, I was really craving Bloodborne. Like, it's not that, I didn't think that Marvel Rivals is good. It's that I just wanted to play Bloodborne. It's been 4 days, and I've been wanting to play more of it and get to the end of the game. So, what did we do tonight? We finished the base game. The only thing we didn't do was beat Gehrman, because if we beat Gehrman, then the game's over, and I can't play the DLC. So, I went through, and I finished the main base game of Bloodborne, and then we started the DLC. Now, the thing is about the DLC, which is really, really annoying, basically, you don't have a boss for a long time in this DLC. It starts off at the Cathedral Ward, but it's this different nightmare version of it, and it's really hard with all these hunters and blood bugs and this blood river and all of that. And it's just really, really frustrating. You want to get to, like, the next checkpoint. You want to get to the boss, and it just never comes. So I did unlock the first major shortcut, and this was like a half an hour in, but we got the shortcut open, so next time when we play, at least I've made progress, and we can continue from a further in point. And that's that. And as you can see, that's what we raised tonight. Now, 2 super chats came in. There was a $2 super chat from Isusha, who says birds, and Mr. Jubal did a $5 super chat and said pillow. So between the two of them, we did get another $7 of contributions. So we're at 85 bucks. But as you guys can see, we didn't hit it. Now, I was just going to go offline. I was, but people were like, aren't you going to do a live daily wrap? And I was like, no. The last time I did a live daily wrap, that didn't help either. Like, I don't see the point. If you're going to hit these goals, right? You're going to hit them during the stream. It's not going to be, oh, because you went super late. But I had to do the daily wrap anyway, and people were convincing me. So I said, all right, fine. I'll do it. But here we go. Thank you to those two for those super chats, but that's it. So good news is earlier today, we did hit the goal. We're at 5. We didn't hit the goal tonight. Now tomorrow, it's going to be more Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on the first stream, but it didn't do so well on the first stream on Monday. So am I confident it's going to do well tomorrow? No. I'll be honest, I actually don't think we're going to hit the goal tomorrow. And then tomorrow night is Marvel Rivals. Well, the last time I played Marvel Rivals, we only made 60 bucks. So it's like, yeah, I really don't expect that tomorrow is we're going to be hitting any goals. Remember, we're trying to hit 10. When we hit 10, that's what I'm going to do. DSP tries it for Popeyes. Unless Burger King ever adds the 3 special Whoppers to delivery menus, which they still have not. They put them on there literally for 1 day and then they removed them. Great, my app isn't even working. What is going on? What is going on? How do I turn this off? So the router I bought had built-in armor, like, support for a month. I don't want it. I literally don't want it, and I don't know what it's doing. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to get rid of this. Because it was just in there. I didn't enable it. And it just all of a sudden just has all this shit going now that I don't want. Like right now. Okay, it finally opened. Wow. It was not, I don't think it was allowing me to open the ordering app for food. I think it was like blocking the app. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The app won't even work. It's like insanely slow. And I wonder if that's because of this new bullshit from the new router. Because it is running like molasses. Here. Okay, it's working. So did they re-add it? No. So I guess we're not doing those $1 million Whoppers from Burger King ever. They're just never going to re-add them. They're gone. So the goal what we're working towards is Popeyes for DSP tries it. And we're going to do it when we hit 10. But we're not hitting it tonight. No contributions have come in since. So tomorrow, we'll see if we hit it or not. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think we're going to. So probably we're not going to be getting a DSP tries it until maybe next week at this rate. Because if we don't hit any goals tomorrow, then it's not possible. Because I'm off on Saturday, so we won't even hit it till like Sunday or Monday. I guess we'll see. But anyway, so tomorrow, hopefully, you guys will join me for Indiana Jones and for Marvel Rivals. Okay? All right. And tomorrow, I really hope I have no technical issues. But every single day, I've been having technical issues. So I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow and go from there. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Yes, Iron Chef Sakai is asking me. Yes, I still have my hand sanitizer. My hand exerciser. That's what I use. It's a very firm, rubberized egg. That's my hand exerciser. That is it for the daily wrap. Tomorrow, we'll have a day of games, indie, and Marvel Rivals. Okay? Everyone, thank you. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.